it's Melissa from Melissa's Creations, and I have a super special episode for you today. We are participating in a blog hop. That is right. We are doing a blog hop for the Kre8tions 2018 catalog that just launched this month, and this is my project for the hop. I'm really excited about it. It's using our brand new bundle that includes the Petal palette stamp set. So many beautiful stamps included in this set. I think the bird is what really got me, although this flower here is gorgeous as well. There are several sentiments that are beautiful, and I am a sucker for anything polka dot. I really love all of the stamps in this set. It's a two-part set, so you get both of these when you get that stamp set. You can also bundle it to get the Petals and More Thinlits dies and save 10% when you get them together. There are a lot of beautiful dies in here, which we will be using on today's card. I can't wait to get started, so let's dive in. Here are the cardstocks that I am using on today's card. I have two pieces of very vanilla cardstock. These measure 3 3/4 by 5 inches. I also have a piece of basic gray cardstock. This measures 4 by 5 1/4 inches. And I have a card base here that measures 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored in the middle at 5 1/2. I'm going to start by folding this in half and creasing that score line. I have a piece of scratch paper here, which is what we will do our stamping on to cut images out on our big shot. So I'm using my basic gray archival Stampin' pad, and I have mounted up that beautiful floral image from this Petal palette set. So today we are going to be stamping this image here, along with a couple of these beautiful little flowers. So let's ink up that stamp. Get a nice layer of ink on there. And then we're going to stamp that down here in the corner. And remember, we're cutting these out with our framelits, so just make sure that you leave a little bit of room around your image. I am also going to use my Smoky Slate Classic Stamp Pad and my Rich Razzleberry Classic Stamp Pad. I have that small flower mounted up, and I'm going to do one in the basic gray, one in Smoky Slate, and one in Rich Razzleberry. I'm also going to bring in one of my small very vanilla mats, and we're going to stamp this large piece in the corner at the bottom. So we'll ink that up with our basic gray, and then stamp it down in the lower right corner. This piece is going to go inside of our card, so we'll set that aside until we're ready to color. On the other very vanilla mat, this is going to go on the front of our card. You want to take those beautiful polka dots, and also you're going to want to grab an aqua painter. The aqua painters are awesome for watercoloring techniques, which is what we're going to do on the background for our front piece. I'm taking my Smoky Slate ink, and we want to build up a pool of ink in the lid. So I'm going to close this up, give it a squeeze or two, and then when I open it, I'll have a nice pool here that I can use my aqua painter with. So I'm going to squeeze just a drop or two into the cap of my aqua painter to make sure I have some nice water flow going. I'm going to pick up some of that Smoky Slate, and then we're just going to do a little watercolor effect. And we're doing thick at the top and then thicker towards the bottom. Now, don't color too much with your aqua painter on the regular cardstock. It will tend to warp a little bit. Now, it will dry a little flat, but if you put too much water on there, it may not hold the shape very well. So you want to be careful with the amount of water that you use when painting on our regular cardstocks. If you're worried about how much bending occurs when you use those aqua painters, you could also use our watercolor paper, which would work fantastic for this technique. Now I'm taking those polka dots, and with our basic gray, I'm going to ink those up, and I'm going to do 2 rows towards the bottom of that cardstock. We're going to make this go off the left edge first. Ink up again. And now we're going to go off the right edge. I've also mounted up one of those gorgeous sentiments from this set, and it is, "Life is so much better with you in it." I think that is so sweet, and it really complements the images on this card. So we're going to be stamping that up in the left-hand corner. All right, we're going to set that aside for a moment until we're ready to start building our card. Let's bring back in those 2 beautiful floral images that we stamped earlier, and we're going to start coloring those in. So I have some Stampin blends, which are brand new from Stampin' Up. They've only been available for a little while. You can see them in our Occasions catalog for a full spread and to see all of the colors that are available. I have here Rich Razzleberry, and I have the light and the dark. The thing that I love the most about these pens is there is a thick tip and a thin tip, just like our regular Stampin' Write markers. So you have a lot of flexibility when you go to color in an image. I'm also using a couple of our regular Stampin' Write markers in Wild Wasabi and Garden Green. This will give us a 2-tone effect when we go to color in the leaves. So I'm going to zoom you in here so that I can show you how I am going to do my coloring. Now I'm going to start with the dark color, which is my Rich Razzleberry Dark, and I'm going to use the fine tip. And the way that I like to do my coloring is just to outline the stamp first. So I'm just doing a single line, and I'm following that gray outline of the stamp. And there's no right or wrong way to color in. If you have the blending tool that coordinates with the Stampin' blends, that would be lovely on this stamp. I overlooked getting that, and I will definitely be placing another order to add that tool, but I think that technique works just as well. All right, and now I'm going to bring in my light Stampin' Blends marker with the fine tip, and I'm just going to color in right next to the darker stripes. And then we're going to repeat that technique with our green Stampin' Write markers. I'm going to start with Garden Green as my dark color to outline the leaves. And then I'm going to color it in with the brush tip of my Wild Wasabi. All right, now that we have that colored in, we're going to do the same thing on this flower that's going to be cut out with the framelit dies. And then we're going to run all of these shapes through our Big Shot and get them cut out. All right, we have all of our pieces here now. It's time to start assembling our card. So I'm taking my basic gray card mat and I'm going to glue my front mat down first. So I'm going to use my fast fuse for this. And I find that with the watercolor on this piece, fast fuse holds it down really well. So we're just going to put some fast fuse all on the back of this. And get that stuck down to that basic gray. And it's nice and flat now. You can't even tell that there was a bow to that piece. I am going to pop up the floral piece with some dimensionals. So I'm going to put 3 on the back of that. And then we're going to place it right down in the right-hand corner like this. And we want to be able to see a few of those dots on the right-hand side and then a majority of them on the left. Then I'm going to take my mini glue dots and I'm going to put one on the back of each of my small flowers. And then starting with the basic gray color, I'm going to put that down here. Next up, rich raspberry. And finally, the smoky slate on top. I'm going to use my fast fuse to adhere the front of my card and the inside of my card. And then the finishing touch is to add some of those beautiful pearls. So I'm going to use the smallest pearls and place them in the center of those 3 small flowers. And there we are, creators. There is our beautiful and fun card using the Petal Palette Suite products. I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you did, please give the video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of this card today. You can get all the supplies that you need on my website at melissascreations.com. Just click on the Shop Now link and shop to your heart's content. Your support helps me continue doing what I love, which is bringing out videos for you to enjoy. You can also follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/mcreations and on Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest with the handle at @mcreations. And don't forget to head over to my blog and check out today's blog post for this project. At the bottom of that post are a lot of other demonstrators who are participating in the first annual 2018 Creators Blog Hop. I am so thankful to be working with so many talented demonstrators and that they were so excited to join my blog hop. I am really looking forward to what our team is going to bring, and I can't wait to get to the next hop. We'll be doing 1 hop a month, so make sure to keep visiting all of our sites for more updates on the next hop. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you soon. Bye!